Welcome everybody back to the flip side of mud. We are back with another video in the video series 58,000 Lives, a tribute to the fallen, where we recognize all of the Vietnam War veterans that passed away in the Vietnam War and give them the respect that they deserve since they didn't get any, especially the ones that came back. But anyhow, I want to shout out to the VA for giving me my new glasses today. You can see they got a little tint to them, a small green tint. You can't really see, but it's like a teal color. I had some regular glasses and they were messing. I was getting a lot of motion sickness, but this has got a green amber tint color to it, which prevents that. So shout out to them. But anyway, we're going to start the video series like we always do, explaining what we do, and then tell them where we're at, and then we'll go to doing the reads. So we're at video. This is video 34. There's 58,256 soldiers. That if I break them up into 20 per video, that's 2,912 videos I have to make, and we're on video 34. We're at number 660 out of 58,256, and I've wrote up to. I always give a read where I'm up to. I'm up to 964. We're doing 660 right now, but we basically go on Google Names, Google Books, which has a name, all the names from the War Memorial, which you got to go see. It's in Washington, right next to Lincoln Memorial. It has all the names in alphabetical order, so I'm doing them in alphabetical order. And I type in their name on walloffaces.com, which gives me their picture, which I'm going to show you guys because we give a face with the name. Then I go to findagrave.com. That's where I get their death information. And if I can't find anything there, there's a couple other websites that I'll try out, like honorstates.com, foldsofhonor.com, things like that. If I can't find the information, I can't. If I can, I write it down. I write down where they was born, where they died, when they died, who they served with, and how they died, and we give them a moment of silence and thank them for their service. That's pretty much what we do. Some of them I can't find any information on. Some that have really good information that we need to explore further. So I'll put a check mark next to those for our future podcast we're going to do when I get a little further down into it, probably past 1,000. We're going to start going back. Out of every 20 times, I might have 3 or 4 checks. So they deserve more than just a 30-second read. So anyway, we're going to get right into it. And that's about it. The only other funny thing about it is that when I'm doing these photos, if I take a photo for any other reason other than that and it's funny, I'll show you guys as long as it's appropriate. Just to get a little after in this dark series that we're doing. Well, let's roll right into the very first one. Like I said, we're doing from 660 to 679. Video 34 of the series. Let's get rolling with it. This is Sergeant Larry Hugh Allen. I always give the Wall of Faces has a picture of every single one, so I always want to give a picture, a face with a name. So all of them are on there. They don't always have information on the deaths and stuff, but they always have a picture. He was born July 2nd, 1947 in San Francisco, California. He died September 18th, 1968. He was 21 in Binh Dong, Vietnam. He served with C Company, 1st Battalion, 27th Infantry, 25th Infantry Division. Died from other explosive device. He's on panel 43W, line 24 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Larry Hugh Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. See, that's pretty much how we do the reads. And like I said, go to the Wall Memorial there in Washington and check them out. This next one, this guy's holding a picture of a Vietnamese baby. It's the first time I've seen him in that picture. This is PFC Larry Michael Allen. He was born July 20th, 1951 in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky right now. Died June 18th, 1970, and he was 18 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. He served with C Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division. On a combat patrol, died from gunshot wounds. He's on panel 9W, line 62 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Larry Michael Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This looks like a high school grad pick. This is Sergeant Leonard Peter Allen. Anytime I think of they look like celebrities, I will say it. He's born June the 6th, the day after I was born, in 1950. I have a question mark, which when there's a question mark, I didn't have where they was born, but there's a Homer record, so I go with that, which is Fort Anne, New York. Died November 14th, 1970. He was 20 in Laos. Struggle with that every time. Laos. He was with Recon Team Anaconda, Commando and Control Military Assistance Command, Vietnam. Studied in observations. Wow, that's a lot. He died from small arms fire. He's on panel 6W, line 58 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Leonard Peter Allen a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. His new glasses are sliding down my nose. This is PFC Lueco, Lueco, Lueco Allen Jr. I think that's how you say it right. Born March 23rd, 1947, question mark. Columbus, Ohio. Home record. Died December 29th, 1966. He was 19 in Vietnam. He served with C Company, 2nd Battalion, 12th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 13E, line 95 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Luco Allen Jr. a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Corporal Lyle Ernest Allen Jr. He was born March 4th, 1949. It says, all I got USA. Allegan, Michigan. Died April 29th, 1968. He was 19 in Vietnam. April 29th, March 4th. April, there's only 30 days in April. So he died 5 days before his 20th birthday. He was with A Company, 2nd Battalion, 60th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division. He died in his best friend's arms. That needs a check mark. That's what it said. That needs some more looking into. Like, when I do the check marks, I'm going to really, really, really get into deep research. It's hard to do research when you have to do 58,000 names. I would never finish. It probably would take me 10 years anyway, but he's on panel 52E, line 45 in the Wall Memorial. Give Corporal Lyle Ernest Allen Jr. a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Specialist 4, Mark Irwin Allen. He was born September 15, 1952, Asheville, North Carolina. Traffic is terrible there. He died January 26, 1972. He was 19. Quang Nam, Vietnam. He was with E Company Recon, 2nd Battalion, 1st Infantry Regiment, 196th Infantry Brigade. Irwin was fatally injured in an accidental discharge incident while in an ambush position. He was hit in the right center of his back, and then by a 45 caliber pistol, another team member inadvertently fired. He died immediately from being shot straight through the heart. Check mark. Friendly fire is bullcrap. He's on panel 2W, line 101 of the Wall Memorial. Give SP4 Mark Irwin Allen, who died and shouldn't have, a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. It's bad you go over there and you die by friendly fire. Don't even die by enemy hands. This is Sergeant Melvin Melvin Arleah Allen. I think I said that right. Born September 16, 1947 in Cottage Grove, Oregon. Died May 19, 1968. He was 20 in Vietnam. He was with D Company, 3rd Battalion, 22nd Infantry, 25th Infantry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 63E, line 14 of the Wall Memorial. See if Sergeant Melvin Arleah Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Lance Corporal Melvin Lee Allen. Born September 16, 19... Oh, where's that one? Born September 26, 1945. Home record, Chicago, Illinois. Died May 4th, 1967. He was 21 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with D Company, 1st Battalion, 3rd Marine Division. See photo. That's the thing I forgot to tell y'all. If I have a C photo on there, I didn't read it. When I write all these down, I'm reading them. When I have C photo, I haven't given you a live reaction because I don't know what it says. I just immediately screenshot it, go on by the next one, so we can at least get some live reactions. Because if not, all you're going to do is get what I'm already wrote down, so I already know the stories. So we get live reaction with them. Okay, so let's see what it says. Oh, looks like he got a silver star. Maybe. Yeah, for gallery and interpreting in action, well, enemy, blah, blah, blah. As fire team leader with 3rd Platoon, Company D, 1st Battalion, 3rd Marine Division, Lance Corporal Allen was on a search and destroy operation in Ting Quang Nam province during Operation Beaver Cage. The 3rd Platoon come upon an open area before reaching an Oxland Village and AM space XUAN Village. The 3rd Squadron, deployed on the right flank before moving to the village, was caught in the open and pinned down by heavy automatic machine gun and accurate sniper fire from a numerically superior Viet Cong force of company size and sustained several casualties. Lance Corporal Allen, with full knowledge of the hazards involved and with complete disregard for his own safety, repeatedly exposed himself to enemy fire in an attempt to aid the wounded Marines. He was mortally wounded on his 4th attempt. Lance Corporal Allen, daring actions and loyal devotion to duty in the face of enemy reflected great upon himself and the Marine Corps and keep it in the highest standards of the United States Naval Force. He gallantly gave his life for his country. We're going to have 3 check marks on 1 page. That deserves some more insight. He is on panel 19E, line 34, the Wall Memorial. Let's give the hero, Lance Corporal Melvin Lee Allen, a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Lance Corporal Merlin Ray Allen. Born October 22nd, 1946 in Washburn, Wisconsin. Died June 30th, 1967. He was 20. Thua Thien Hue, Vietnam. Radio operator, Team Strike, 3rd Recon Battalion, 3rd Marine Division. Their aircraft was shot down. They rescued survivors but had to leave the bodies. Allen's was recovered in 2012. In 2017, more were recovered. In 2018, Allen was laid to rest in Arlington. Another check mark. 4 check marks on 1 page. That's unheard of. 1, 2. On this 1 page, 4 of 6 was getting check marks. Well, let's read that one more time slower. Their aircraft was shot down. They rescued survivors, but had to leave the bodies. This is June 30th, 1967. Allen's was recovered in 2012, so that's 45 years later. In 2017, more were recovered. In 2018, Allen was put to rest in Arlington. So I guess he was buried somewhere else and then moved to Arlington. It's crazy. He's on panel 22E, line 86 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give another hero, Lance Corporal Merlin Ray Allen, a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay. Skip some photos here. Okay, this is PFC Otis Lee Allen. Born March 2nd, 1948 in Caruthersville, Missouri. Caruther, Caruthersville, Caruthersville, Missouri. Died May 26, 1968. He was 20. In Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with K Company, 3rd Battalion, 3rd Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division, dying from gunshot wounds to the head and body. He's on panel 67W, line 8 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Otis Lee Allen a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service. This next one has a good paragraph to it. This is Corporal Paul James Allen. He was born November 12, 1946 in Woodstock, Illinois. Died April 11th, 68. He was 21 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He was a VMO 6 MAG 36 1st Marine Air Wing. Helicopter UH 34D hit a VH U-1E midair. 12 perished. The UH 340 Seaworthy 45 was launched on an emergency medical mission with two VMO 6 Huey gunships escorting to help pick up wounded Marines. They were flying above and beyond the UH-34 above and behind the UH-34 as usual. Witnesses say they kind of just kissed and both went down. The 34 torn apart and the 1E burst into flames. Well, it gets another check mark. This one's loaded with check marks, guys. He's on panel 39E, line 18 of the War Memorial. Let's give Corporal Paul James Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is SFC Raymond Allen. He was born March 12, 1937 in Clarksville, Georgia. Died March 9, 1966, 3 days before he turned 29. In Thien Hue, Vietnam, he was Special Forces, Detachment A503, 5th MSFC, 5th Special Forces Group. See photos. Well, we got two long ones to read here. All right, just bear with me. His camp was established to monitor and interfere with NVA infiltration with Laos. The location of the base displeased the NVA, which viewed it as an impediment to their tactical objectives. Hence, on the early morning of March 9, 1966, that's the day I said he died. He didn't die until April. The camp's 17 U.S. and 375 Army of the Republic of Vietnam defenders came under attack by an estimated 2,000 NVA troops. Bad weather severely limited supporting airstrikes, and U.S. Air Force C-123 flare ships could only drop aerial flares throughout the clouds, providing elimination for the defenders. By mid-morning, the defenders were in dire straits. Despite the poor weather conditions, U.S. Air Force AC-47D of the 4th Air Commando Squadron managed to work its way below the clouds and fire on the NVA troops massed at the camp's outer perimeter. On its second pass, the AC-47D was hit by enemy fire, crash landing on a mountain slope about 5 miles north of the camp. The 6 crew survived the crash, but were attacked by the NVA. 2 men were killed and another were wounded before U.S. Air Force HH-43 arrived on scene. The HH-43 rescued 3 of the survivors. After the 4th, First Lieutenant Delbert Peterson sacrificed himself to allow the others to board the helicopter. A limited number of U.S. Air Force A-1s were able to work below the overcast, and 2 C-123s were brought in for resupply drops. The NVA renewed their attack on the night of March 9th to 10th. Early on the 10th, the A-4 Skyhawk from VAMA 311 was lost while trying to work below the overcast. On the afternoon of the 10th, the fort was evacuated by 24 U.S. Marines, 20 Marine UH-34 helicopters, small groups of ARVN and Special Forces troops. And 1 down Marine helicopter crewman escaped through the NVA forces. 9 Americans were lost at Shaw during the 2-day battle. They included Raymond Allen. Whew. He's on panel 5E, line 130. Let's give SFC Raymond Special Forces Raymond Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Whew, that took a little bit of reading. Hey, this is SP4 Raymond Eugene Allen. Why couldn't I say it right? Raymond Eugene Allen. He was born May 23rd, 1947. Home residence is Independence, Missouri. He died August 21st, 1967. He was 20. In Binh Dinh, Vietnam. He served with C Company, 12th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 25E, line 21 of the Wall Memorial. Give SP4 Raymond Eugene Allen a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. This is Sergeant Rex Thomas Allen. Born March 21st, 1951, Lancaster, California, was his home record. Died August 26, 1970, was 19, in Binh Dinh, Vietnam. He was with A Company, 2nd Battalion, 8th Infantry, 4th Infantry Division. Allen was in a bunker performing bridge guard duty. For reasons unknown, a grenade exploded. Allen died from frag wounds to the chest and head. Wow. Just an accidental explosion. He's on panel 7W, line 7 of the War Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Rex Thomas Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is First Lieutenant Richard C. Allen. He was born January 24, 1943 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Died November 18, 1967. He was 24. In Binh Dong, Vietnam. He was with the 116th Assault Helicopter Company, 269th Aviation Battalion, 12th Aviation Group, 1st Aviation Brigade. Killed by small arms fire during Operation Atlanta. He's on panel 30E, line 21 of the War Memorial. Let's give First Lieutenant Richard C. Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is PFC Richard Graham Allen. Born January 28, 1947 in Providence, Rhode Island. Died March 4, 1966. He was 19, Quang Ngai, Vietnam. He's with H Company, 2nd Battalion, 7th Marine, 3rd Marine Division. C photo. Here we go. Live read. On March 4th, during Operation Utah, the first wave of Marines were taken under fire but managed to secure the landing zone and begin to move towards their objectives. Advancing in a general easterly direction, the Marines pushed forward for a few hundred meters before they were taken under heavy enemy fire. Company G penetrated enemy positions in 2 places but couldn't take advantage of these minor gains because of lack of reserves. Company H on the right made some progress until NVA counter-attacked the force. The attack was repulsed with the use of 81mm mortars on the NVA troops pouring across open rice paddies. The NVA then struck Company F with a heavy volume of fire, casualties piling up as a devastating enemy fire for all the Marines battling the hardened enemy troops they encountered in the open paddies, in the hedgerows and tree lines. The NVA attack was finally repulsed by airstrikes using bombs, rockets, and napalm that were dropped on the NVA until the Marines reached their not defensive position near the hamlet of Cha Nia. PFC Allen died from multiple gunshot wounds. One of 44 Marine casualties of the 2nd Battalion killed in action by the enemy during the battle. 5 Marines from Company B, 1st Battalion, 7 Marines were also killed. Whew. That's a lot. He's on panel 5E, line 98. Let's give PFC Richard Graham Allen a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. This is PFC Richard James Allen. Born February 7, 1949 in Grand Rapids Township, Michigan. Died May 17, 1968. He was 19 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. Died from small arms fire. Imagine writing on your address every day, Grand Rapids Township, Michigan. He's on 61E, line 21 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Richard James Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Now this one, for some reason, says read first. Have an arrow that says read first. I think I know why. This is Staff Sergeant Richard Lee Allen. Born June 12, 1945 in Daytona Beach, Florida. Died February 7, 1969. He was 23 and died in Dien Bien, Vietnam. Okay, read first. He served with A Company, 86th Engine Battalion, 45th Engine Group. 86th Engineering Battalion, 45th Engineering Group, 18th Engineering Brigade. He died from an exploding artillery round. He's on panel 33W, line 75 of the War Memorial. Give Staff Sergeant Richard Lee Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, 2 more reads on this video. This is Lance Corporal Robert Christian Allen. He was born June 24, 1948 in Sacramento, California. Died May 31st, 1968. He was 19 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 1st Battalion, 1st Marine Regiment, and 1st Marine Division. Was declared MIA. Body was recovered in June and identified July 3rd, 1968. He's on panel 62W, line 12 of the Wall Memorial. Give Lance Corporal Robert Christian Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is the last one of this video. This is Sergeant Robert Clyde Allen. He was born October 4th, 1943. His home record was Pineville, Louisiana. He died February 27th, 1967. He was 23 in Quang Tum, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 2nd Battalion, 8th Infantry, 4th Infantry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 15E, line 103. Give Sergeant Robert Clyde Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Hey guys, that's video 34 of our series. You guys like it, comment, share, all that stuff. Ask any questions you got. If you got any family members that last names that are different than this one, they can catch them eventually. I'm in the A's, so under my video categories, this is categorized under A, and I will do one for every letter, so it's easier for you to find your family member, especially if they're down the road some. So if you guys enjoy this, please share it. Tell your friends. I want to get this going. I want everybody to. I don't want to be the only one giving these guys the respect they deserve. I want people watching this and giving a moment of silence when I do, and also thanking them for their service when I do. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.